Hello everyone, we are here to present how Skype is planning to integrate intelligence into everyday conversations we have. A lot of research has gone into the development of latest features of Skype, and we would like to talk about the two main features that make use of NLP techniques, namely Skype Translate and chatbots.
Before we start, let us give you a quick tour about Skype's journey so far. It was founded by Nicholas Zenstrom and Janus Frias in 2003 as a voice over IP communication platform. In 2005, it was sold to eBay for $2.5 billion. eBay then sold 65% of Skype to Silver Lake Partners in 2009. Finally, the technology giant Microsoft acquired Skype completely in 2011 for $8.5 billion, and it was merged with the Microsoft Office Productivity Suite. The picture here shows how Skype's logo has transformed over the years.
Skype's business model can be best described by freemium model, which is a combination of freeware and premium. In this model, companies give their core product or service for free with additional charge for proprietary features. Although there was some speculation about the performance of Skype when it was acquired by Microsoft in 2011 for such a hefty price, the financial numbers provide a good indication that it performs very well. In fact, as we can see from the recent quarterly reports, the Office Productivity Division is able to constantly generate twice the revenue than their operating cost.
Every group and product of Microsoft strives to meet the vision of Microsoft, that is, to enable every person and organization in the world to achieve more by creating technology that is accessible to everyone. Microsoft's CEO Satya Nadella outlined his vision for conversation as a platform at the Build conference in 2016, where he explained that the future revolves around three major actors, namely humans, assistants, and bots. While personal assistants like Cortana learn from personal preferences by interacting with you, chatbots on the other hand are intermediaries which can take care of tasks such as online shopping, travel booking, or describing images. Skype Translate and chatbots enable communication without language barriers, and hence Skype's target audience is virtually anyone in the world connected to the internet. The groups that make the idea of communicating with anyone irrespective of language they speak a reality are the Machine Translation Group, Speech and Dialogue Group, Knowledge and Language Group at Microsoft. Much of the research in NLP takes place out of their Deep Learning Technology Center located in Redmond, Washington.
Now let's look at a brief overview about Skype Translate. It currently supports real-time speech translation in 7 languages and instant message translation in over 50 languages, and this number is growing. The ability to simultaneously generate transcript in more than one language is another key feature. For example, suppose we are having a group conversation and everyone speaks a different language. Skype can instantly translate speech from one language to multiple languages intended for a different person. Here are listed some of the research papers published by the researchers at Microsoft. Conversational speech transcription using deep neural networks, and segmenting and removal of disfluency in speech while translating are considered breakthrough papers. Other tech giants like Google, Baidu, and Apple Watch are currently the strong competitors in this domain.
Let's see how the Skype Translate actually works. Firstly, the automatic speech recognition module recognizes the speech input from the user and converts it into text using deep neural networks trained on previously recorded samples. Then the speech is corrected to remove words like etc. And if speech can be translated into two or more words, then one with the highest probability is chosen. Now the actual task of translating from one language to another happens. This is achieved by Microsoft Translator, which uses the same translator engine that is behind Bing Translate. It acquired this knowledge by reviewing millions of pieces of text and is learning constantly with new inputs. The translated content is then transformed into speech using text-to-speech engine, which is trained on different languages based on phonetics of the language.
Hi, can you guess where I live? ¿Te encuentras en América del Norte? Yes. Do you live in central Mexico? Sí. Are you in Mexico City? Sí. ¿Estás en Tacoma? Yes. Very good guess. Gracias. Thank you. Where in the world do you wish to travel?
¿A dónde en el mundo te gustaría viajar?
A Rusia.
To Russia.
¿Tú?
And you?
Everywhere. Sería increíble algún día verte en México.
It would be amazing to see you someday in Mexico.
I would really like to visit you sometime.
Me gustaría mucho visitarte algún día.
A mí también.
Me too.
Now let's see what chatbots can offer. To make the vision of conversation as a platform a reality, chatbots have been introduced into Skype. The idea is that chatbots can take input from humans and personal assistants like Cortana and can perform tasks without our intervention. Chatbots in general comprises of three components: a user interface or the front end, a backend to load, store, and retrieve our conversations, but the intelligence is infused into them by the natural language understanding engine, which actually understands the context of the conversation and can perform tasks. This NLU engine mainly comprises of three sections. Entity: this represents a concept like a song or a pizza. Intent: it is the functionality that we want the bots to do. For example, if I say something like I want to listen to a Michael Jackson song, then it should play a Michael Jackson song. And the third is the context. It sets the context of the conversation by saving some state as the conversation proceeds. For example, if I say that I live in Columbus and then I ask what is the weather, the engine stores the context as place being mapped to Columbus and then answers further questions accordingly. Microsoft has introduced Bot Framework in 2015 to enable anyone to build bots that can interact with users and do simple tasks. In addition, the Bot Framework is not restricted to work with Skype alone. It can be infused into Twilio or Slack, Facebook Messenger, GroupMe, etc. Let us look at a short demo of how chatbots can make our life very easy.
I'm going to go ahead and try to plan the rest of my trip. Block my calendar for CODIS from April 10th through April 12th. So you saw there I used push to talk because I didn't feel like typing. And right away, the other thing you're going to notice here is that Cortana actually has context from my previous chat with Gurdeep. So even though I just told it the dates, it actually knows the location and that it's from the conversation with Gurdeep. Now Cortana is proactively thinking about the next steps in coordinating my trip. So she's actually suggesting that I connect with the Weston bot. Anybody that knows me knows I normally stay at a Weston bot. And so what you see here now is Cortana has actually introduced the Weston bot into the conversation. But not only has she done that, she has given the Weston bot context, so I don't have to repeat myself. The Weston bot knows this is for Dublin and it's for those particular dates. All of this saves me a lot of time and effort. Now, there are suggested rooms. I'm going to choose the normal room. Confirmation. And just like that, in 2 simple steps, I was able to block my calendar and also book my hotel room. Now,
Finally, Microsoft is constantly looking to update their team, and you can take advantage of their internship and full-time opportunities from their careers webpage. As an intern or a full-time employee at Microsoft gives you the ability to publish widely and showcase your work in top conferences that take place all around the world. The picture here is of the famous wall in Building 111, which is where your on-site interviews take place.